Hi, this is Spencer from Spexhair.com. Just wanted to put another video together with regards to a very regularly asked question regarding hair transplantation, which is how long is it going to take until I see the results? Well, obviously, it's a process, and not only is it the process itself takes a number of days to heal. As I've discussed in other videos, in fact, it can take several weeks to fully recover from the hair transplantation process. But then, not only have you taken a great deal of time in order to make that huge leap of faith with regards to the lead up to making the decision to have surgery, it can take several months or even years in many cases to actually make that decision and pull the trigger. Well, that's actually the easy part of the process, because then the patience comes in. You have to be very, very patient indeed in order to wait for the recent hair transplant procedure that you've had come in and grow, enabling you to benefit from the surgery itself. Now, the gradual timeline involved, the post-op healing can take several weeks. Once that healing process has occurred, there's an ugly duckling phase where you're actually going to look worse than you did prior to the surgery whilst everything grows back in. But then after that, the general timeline can be 3 to 4 months post-op, actual post-op, the surgery date that you have. So therefore, if you had it on the 1st of September, it's going to be October, November, December, January until you actually start to see the growth phase occur. I hope I've got that timeline right. Anyway, after that, it's then a gradual process from all the way through to 6 months. Is then at that point you're going to be halfway grown, 50% grown. And then the most prominent months are 8 to 12 months, whereby then the hair growth, which is obviously all the follicules are in their own growth cycles, and they come through gradually and slowly and surely. And then meanwhile, they're going to be shedding as well whilst growing. So it can take up to a year until all the benefits of that surgery have had a chance to grow, mature through, up to 18 months to fully mature. So it's an interesting kind of concept to understand in terms of the timescales involved with surgery. A lot of patients come that I meet with and they say, when am I going to see the results? And they're expecting to see the results ultimately immediately. And that isn't the case, unfortunately. Realistically, from the surgery date, it's going to take 12 to 18 months until you get the full effect of that surgery. So you want to be incredibly aware with regards to the timescales involved. Try not scrutinize it in the early stages, and you will do. I've been there. I've had several surgeries myself, fully documented on my website. And I know the process that's involved and how grueling it can be, and inspecting the results at every given opportunity, every mirror that you pass, every time you drive the car, you're looking in your rearview mirror, different lighting, trying to scrutinize it and establish whether that growth is coming in or not. Trust me, it's coming in. It is growing in. It just comes in so slowly, so gradually, because you're looking at it constantly. You're not going to see the results. The key point is to take clear pictures throughout the time scale. Okay, so pre-op pictures, immediate post-op pictures, and then no point taking pictures until about 2 to 3 months, then 5 to 6 months, then 8 to 9 months, and then 12 months. And then if you can get them in a controlled environment, you're clearly going to see a clear progression, and not one that you're necessarily going to see with your own eye, because you're going to be looking at it constantly. As the saying goes, a watched kettle never boils, and nothing can be truer with regards to watching a hair transplant. So my recommendation is, and take it on board or don't, I've had 10 procedures plus, and I know the time scale and the emotions involved with it. Allow me to help you kind of park some of that, save you a lot of time, save you a lot of worrying, and try your best to not scrutinize your hair transplant for at least the first 4 or 5 months, and then try and park it and come back to it, in at relevant windows to then assess the ongoing outcome. But it is a process. Be patient and good luck. And if I can help in any way, please feel free to email me at support@spexhair.com, and all the best.